Welcome, I'm Sallie, and today we're diving into a powerful topic that affects every single one of us: fear. Whether you're afraid of failure, the unknown, or stepping out of your comfort zone, fear can paralyze you, or it can push you to grow. In this video, we'll explore how to embrace uncertainty, overcome fear, and step boldly into a life of possibility. Fear is a universal emotion. It's our body's way of warning us about potential threats, physical, emotional, or even imagined. But as Franklin D. Roosevelt famously said in his 1933 inaugural address, "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself." This timeless quote reminds us that often, it's not the actual situation that holds us back, but the anxiety and anticipation we build around it. Psychologists describe fear as a natural response designed to keep us safe. However, in our modern world, fear can become an overactive alarm system, triggered by things that don't truly threaten our survival, like speaking in front of a crowd or changing careers. The good news: we can retrain our minds to handle these fears more productively. Believe it or not, fear can also be a powerful teacher. It alerts us to areas of our lives that need attention. Maybe you're scared to start a new business because you need more knowledge or a better financial plan. Fear can prompt you to do your research, build a network, and prepare thoroughly. Think of fear as a spotlight revealing your next challenge. When you face it head-on, you often discover strengths you never knew you had. In fact, many great achievements began with someone being absolutely terrified, yet choosing to act anyway. Let me share a moment in my own life when fear nearly stopped me in my tracks. A few years ago, I was invited to speak at a large conference, something I had dreamed of doing, but also something that filled me with dread. My heart pounded every time I thought about standing on that stage. I realized my fear stemmed from a fear of judgment. What if I mess up? What if people think I'm not good enough? But instead of letting that anxiety win, I decided to harness it. I practiced my talk relentlessly, visualized myself delivering it with confidence, and reminded myself why my message mattered. On the day of the event, I still felt those nerves, but I stepped onto the stage and spoke anyway. Afterward, I felt an overwhelming sense of relief and accomplishment. That day taught me that fear is often a sign you're on the brink of growth. And if you push through, you might just discover a whole new level of self-belief. Now, let's dive into some practical strategies you can use to overcome fear and embrace uncertainty. Start by naming your fear. Begin by writing it down or saying it out loud. Defining the exact nature of your fear transforms it from an abstract, overwhelming feeling into something tangible and manageable. Break it down. If the fear seems immense, break it into smaller challenges. Focus on one step at a time. Whether it's researching your new field, drafting an email, or rehearsing a presentation, so that each small victory builds your confidence. Use visualization. Close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding. Visualize the sights, sounds, and emotions associated with conquering your fear. This mental rehearsal primes your brain and sets the stage for actual success. Leverage past triumphs. Reflect on times when you've overcome challenges. What strategies or mindsets helped you then? Use these insights as a roadmap to tackle your current fears. Seek support. Talk to friends, mentors, or join a supportive community. Sharing your fears not only lightens their weight, but also opens you up to advice and perspectives you might not have considered. Remember, you're not alone in this journey. Reward yourself every time you face a fear, even in small increments. Celebrate your progress. Acknowledging these victories builds momentum and motivates you to keep pushing forward. History is filled with voices urging us to face our fears. Franklin D. Roosevelt's "The only thing we have to fear is fear itself" is one of them. Another timeless piece of wisdom comes from Theodore Roosevelt's Man in the Arena speech in 1910, which states, "It is not the critic who counts. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, who at worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly." This excerpt reminds us that it's far better to face our fears and risk failing than to stand on the sidelines paralyzed by what might go wrong. Fear is inevitable, but courage is what moves us forward despite that fear. The world is unpredictable, and uncertainty is a constant, but that same uncertainty is what makes life exciting and full of potential. When you learn to make peace with the unknown, you open yourself to opportunities you'd never experience if you played it safe. Thank you for joining me today on Beyond Barriers. Remember, fear doesn't have to be your enemy. It can be your greatest motivator. If this video inspired you, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little courage today. Let's build a community where we turn every fear into a stepping stone for growth. Stay strong, keep believing in yourself, And as always, keep pushing beyond barriers.